Hey guys, and welcome back to this Tottenham FIFA 18 career mode. Before we jump in today, I just want to say a huge shout out to those of you that did go over and follow me on all the social media channels. The links are down below. Welcome to you guys, and thank you very much for following. And also thank you to those of you that are still watching the videos and still clicking that thumbs up like button on this series. I know when you get sort of into the third season and it's gone on a little bit this series that people can start to get a bit bored, a bit tedious and want something new. I totally get that. We will of course be starting a new series at the end of this season. We're in April the 8th, not that far to go now. Hopefully we can get our hands on that Champions League before we do that. It's going to be difficult though, because as you know, those of you that watched the last episode, we've been drawn against Real Madrid in the quarter-final. Doesn't really get much more difficult than that, does it, in the Champions League? We're not going to be playing them today though. That'll be at the start of the next episode. We have got Manchester City at home for a nice tasty London derby against West Ham, also at Wembley, because in the last episode both of our games were away from home. But going to be resting players in that one, of course, with the Real Madrid game in mind. Let's see what we can do. So we're lining up 4-3-3. Kovacic, Goretzka, Eriksen will be the midfield triplets, if you like. Sandro, Alderweireld, Vestergaard comes in because Vertonghen is tired. Kimmich on the right-hand side. Then we've got Bale, Son and Kane as the front three. It is very much a star-studded City lineup. No Sergio Aguero, though. Gabriel Jesus and Nabil Fekir will be leading the line, but they do still have KDB, Kevin De Bruyne and Marco Asensio as well in midfield. But surprisingly, 5 at the back, and even more surprisingly at fullback, young Liverpool defender Trent Alexander-Arnold earned himself a move to City. Let's see what they can do today. Hopefully nothing. City, after a bit of a shaky start, have kind of started to propel themselves up the Premier League table, and obviously with the squad they have, it's never going to be an easy game against them. But 3 points here is what I'm looking for. Just want to sort of edge our way over the finishing line and retain that title so we can concentrate fully on the Champions League. And that is a mistake there, and Alexandro picks the ball up and gives it straight back to City. A let off for them. Oh, well played, Gareth Bale, rolling back the years to his time as a defender for that challenge. Here is Eriksen and Bale getting in each other's way. Don't tackle your own players, Gareth. Come on, man. That's better. That's better. Far too strong for KDB. He storms forward now. He's got a lot of players to beat, though. Just going to take the ball wide. See if we can whip it into the box. We have done to the back stick. Son comes in. Alexander-Arnold clear. Eriksen with a speculative volley. And the young fullback is there again. May have been troubling Ederson. Not really sure where that was going. Still got possession. Eriksen finds Kane, who rolls the defender, and that is a spectacular save. I was going to say, and gives us a 1-goal lead, but Ederson tipped it onto the crossbar. Superb goalkeeping. Here's Kovacic coming forward again, just to sort of quarter way through this game now. Goretzka, back to Eriksen, touch and finesse, and it's another beauty. Christian Eriksen, you know he's got that in his locker. Ederson absolutely nowhere near it, and we've got the lead here against City. That was beautiful. Link-up play there was good. Just through the gap between the defenders. Takes it away from Ep80 with the touch. And it's just curled perfectly. I think it's a testament to how well we've been playing over this series as well. That a lot of the big teams are coming here and playing 5 in defence. Hoping to probably escape with a draw. I mean, putting all those players behind the ball does mean their attacking options are limited. And City, in the opening 35-40 minutes so far, have offered very little. Going to try and pick out Bale here. But it didn't happen. Yeah, we're 10 minutes, well, 7 minutes before half-time. And they've not really had a chance, despite players like Gabriel Jesus on the bench. Up front, it's been a little bit isolated. They're coming forward now, though. It's probably commentator's curse. Ball comes in. Not the strongest in the air. The ball drops loose, and Hugo Lloris will gather that ball up. Kovacic pings it out to the left to Sandro. They're backing away, City. They're sitting very deep. They don't apply any pressure on the ball handler until we're right on the edge of their own box. Oh, wow. Ball handler, ball carrier. I don't even know what sport it is that ball handler is the term. Is it American football? Rugby? Can't even remember, but the player that's in possession, you know what I mean. That was a really good strike as well from Kovacic. Ederson beaten again from distance. The half-time whistle goes. KDB looking a little bit disappointed there, and he rightly so. His side have created very little. 1-0 Spurs. Asensio into Alexander-Arnold. Oh, lovely little ball round the corner. Fekir has got free. He's got a man in the box. Decides not to cross it, though, which gives Vestergaard the chance to get a recovery tackle in. They do, however, have a corner. De Bruyne with the outswinger. Son clears it only as far as Fekir, who might hit this. Instead, he goes back to KDB. Drills it low and hard across goal. Gabriel Jesus is there, and he was never, ever going to miss that. However, it is going to be ruled out. The referee blows his whistle. The linesman's flag is up, and it's not going to count. We keep our lead. Have a little look at the replay. KDB with the ball to the back stick. He's trying to get back onside, but you can see both of them there clearly in an offside position. He's giving it straight back to us. They're trying to play out from the back, City. It hasn't really worked. Kane looks for Bale, who stretches and gets there and somehow scores. I don't know how that's gone in. I didn't think it did go in, but it has done. We've doubled our lead. Bale's injured his knees, probably, with that worst attempt of a knee slide of all time. But they were trying to play it out from the back. Kane's ball to Bale had a little bit too much pace on it, but he beat Company to it and squeezed the ball past Ederson. KDB finds Fekir. That is a beautiful turn. He's created half a yard for himself. Why is he trying to pass that? It completely opened up for him. He should have just had the shot. And Lloris took a little bit too much time with that clearance there. Nearly played us into trouble. City coming forward again. They're starting to apply a little bit of pressure, looking for a way back into this game. But we remain strong defensively. We're going to escape and maybe even counter-attack and put this game to bed. Here's Eriksen. He's got Bale to his right, Kane to his left. It's all about playing the right pass. They're backing off. They're backing off. Have a bit of that, Christian says. Picks out the top corner again for the second time today. Completely different kind of effort though. First one, nice and gentle, accurate, curled around the keeper. This one, smashed straight into the back of the net. Don't know why they were backing away. Obviously they've got to worry about Bale and the run of Kane. You can see John Stones there looking at Kane, and Eriksen smashes it through his legs. Don't even need to wait for the West Ham game to rest players. Kane and Bale coming off. They probably won't see any more action until the Real Madrid game. Fernandes and Kluivert coming on. Here's Fekir. Oh, nice little pass. KDB in some space. Again, City deciding not to hit it. They're trying to walk the ball in. Here is Jesus. We're just forcing them backwards. Every single time they get a shooting opportunity, they end up doing one too many passes. And Fernandes skips past the defender. He's all on his own. Completely all on his own. Can he finish? Oh, my word. Forget that. And TT, good ball down the left-hand side. Oh, ref. That is not how the advantage rule works, but I'll take it. City were in a more dangerous position than where this free kick's going to be taken from, I can tell you that. Coming forward again, though. Trent Alexander-Arnold into the feet of Saul, who's playing as a striker now, and Leroy Sané at the back stick has put the ball into the back of the net. Is it too little too late for City? There's 10 minutes to go. You never know. Stranger things have happened. We've been so good defensively as well, but City have started to up the pressure and up the ante a bit, and they probably do deserve a goal. I hope we don't go on to have a funny 5 minutes like we did against Juventus and like we did against Burnley, where we just start conceding goals rapidly, because that will allow City back into this. We're trying to put it to bed, but Son's effort is saved. Oh, what a pass that is. They got in behind the defender here. Bernardo Silva puts the ball into the box. It's going to be cleared away, and we are into stoppage time, so that is going to be it. The referee blows his whistle as Dele Alli's caught late. It's another game where the scoreline doesn't really reflect the pattern of the game. It was a very, very even contest. 2 of our goals as well on another day. The 2 Christian Eriksen goals probably would have gone into row Z. Let's just remind ourselves of what that has done for the Premier League table. You can see City are struggling in mid-table anyway, but we have a, well, let's do the maths, 9-point lead over Leicester with 8 Premier League games remaining, so definitely the favourites to retain that title and win it for a consecutive season. So West Ham at home, and even though this is a bit of a derby, London derby, the fans love this fixture. The team is almost unrecognisable. We've got far bigger things to worry about than this single game. We've got to look at the bigger picture. Real Madrid coming up next. Don't want no injuries. Want the team to be fit and fresh to have a chance of going through. So there's lots of players in rotation. I have kept it fairly strong defensively though. Don't want to take too many chances. And West Ham lining up 4-2-3-1 formation. Javier Hernandez leading the line. They've got Arnautovic and Antonio in the wide positions. They will obviously be a threat as well. I always worry about the result when I make so many changes, because these players obviously they don't have a lot of match sharpness. The form is not necessarily good, which is why they're not starting every week. That is a terrible tackle as well from Obiang. We're only 5 minutes into this one and he gets himself an early yellow card. Acosta, lovely turn, good ball out to Danny Rose on this left hand side. Go on Danny. Oh my god, how quick is Antonio, but he's left the ball behind. Rose will pick that up. Plays it into Harry Winks, who does well to get there. Plays it out to the left. Perisic will put the ball to the back stick where Correa comes in. It's a good piece of defending. First real chance we've had to come forward. We have got a corner though. Corner played in. Winston Reid gets it half clear to Fernandes. That's a good strike. Good save from Adrian. Obiang chips the ball over the top. Alderweireld says no. No way through here. And Kuyate's had his pocket picked here by Harry Winks. Needs a bit of support. Does he, or is he going to do the whole thing on his own? He's not going to do that. He's not that kind of player. Oh, West Ham coming forward. Hernandez with a good ball. Here's Fernandes. Too many players with similar names on this pitch. Arnautovic stands, pokes the ball to the back stick. Acosta does well. Shot comes in from Obiang. Just couldn't quite get it on target. Danny Rose, this is a good run. He's kind of isolated though. He's got Correa to the right. Waits for him to make a decent run. Instead lays it back. Harry Winks with the first time effort. That may have been dipping in. Adrian had to tip it over. Still got a lot of height in that box though. Perisic with the ball in, headed away. Harry Winks will pick it up. He also lays it off to Acosta. What is it with these long shots? What is it with these long shots? That is unbelievable. That young man will remember that moment for the rest of his life. He scored in the Carabao Cup final as well, I think. He's in a good bit of form, even though he doesn't play regularly. He has just bent that right into the top corner. Wembley erupts. Obviously, always going to erupt when you score against West Ham and you're Tottenham. But Winks, good awareness just to lay the ball off. One touch to set himself, and he just... That's perfect. There you go. Half-time whistle goes. Literally one of the last kicks of the half. We're going to go in again for the second game in a row with a 1-goal lead. Here is Correa. Oh, lovely footwork. He's been in good form as well. Remember, he scored a few recently. One against Burnley. That shot deflected. That's a good save from Adrian. He had to watch that closely. But West Ham struggling to create anything offensively. They're doing okay, I guess, at the back. It's just been one long shot that's sort of the difference between the two sides. But going forward, they're not creating anything at all, despite their attacking talents on this pitch. Ball is stabbed forward. Hernandez, nice turn to Fernandez. It's a tongue twister. Every time them two seem to pass it to each other, and it's confusing me. And they've got a chance here, West Ham, to get level, and they have. Hernandez to Fernandez. That was the conversation. What am I looking for? That was the... Oh my God, what's the word? Combination. There you go. It's 1-1. Who cares what word I'm trying to say? Good link-up play. Pretty good move as well. Alderweireld went walking. Space opened up behind. First time finish. Unsavable. West Ham have come out like a different team. They're very much on the front foot. Look at the space they've got as well. Moving the ball quickly. Hernandez finds Arnautovic. Kimmich going across. Not strong enough though. Going to work this ball inside. Here's Fernandez. Whips the ball across. And it's cleared away. And that was an awkward one. Could very easily have been an OG. Now at the other end, Eric Dyer bringing the ball forward. He's kind of on his own. Where is everyone? Got Fernandez to his left. Might not need him. Dyer looking to go all the way on his own. What is going on? Before you lot accuse me of cheating, by the way, because I know some of you will. You'll be a little bit sceptical of these long shots that I keep scoring. Where do I find the sliders? Is it customised control? There it is. Just to show you that I have not altered the sliders in any way, shape or form to make my long shots more effective. Everything is on the default setting. These goals are just pure skill, shall we say. Everything's at 50, look, you can tell. And that is one of the goals of the season from Eric Dyer. He picked up the ball in his own half, I do believe. Just ran and ran and ran and then hit an absolute thunderbolt that Elon Musk and SpaceX would have been proud of. And that is a worthy celebration. Let's have a little look. I said he was isolated at this point. He just cut back. Got to the edge of the D. Oh, it's a stunner. Poor old Adrian must be like, what on earth's going on? I can't do anything about these goals. And he's right, he can't. Obiang, dispossessed by Alderweireld. Now we've got a bit of urgency about us. Confidence is high since going back in front. Hernandez lays the ball off to Harry Winks, who's bursting forward. I'm tempted to hit it. I'm not going to. Winks works a bit of space for himself. Needs support. Acosta might hit it. He's already scored one screamer. This is a joke. This is an absolute... I don't know what's going on. The players have got rockets in their boots in this episode. It's crazy. Oh, it's a nice play from West Ham. They got in Fernandez, the guy who pulled them back level earlier on in this game. Clearance there isn't a good one. Antonio, that pass isn't a good one. That was really bad. Really, really bad. We've still got the lead. We're going into the final 15 minutes. Rose knocks it inside to Winks. Winks looking for Acosta, who could lay it on one more to Correa. I'm not going to shoot because that would be a waste. Back into Acosta. Oh, I was going to play that back to Correa, but the ball kind of got stuck underneath his feet. West Ham now just going long ball, pushing everybody forward, which means when we get it, such as now, we've got a lot of space to counter-attack. Here's Perisic. See you later, he says to the fullback. Could go all around his own here, Perisic. He cuts inside, could put the game to bed. Oh, wow, that would have been another beauty. How many times as well have we hit the woodwork in this episode? It's just been crazy in terms of long shots and finishing and efforts at goal. It's been absolutely insane. Ball is played down the line. One last chance for West Ham, maybe to nick a draw out of this. Cross wasn't really dealt with. Eric Dyer takes a bit long, gets caught in possession in midfield, needs to clear it, hasn't done so. Manquillo knocks it down. Right, the offside flag's gone up. First of all, they've hit the woodwork. Major let-off. Then they've missed the rebound, despite having an open goal. Another major let-off. And the flag went up anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Andy Carroll's coming on, but we're deep into stoppage time. Don't think he's going to be able to impact the game, let alone even touch the ball. I think the final whistle's going to go as soon as I boot this ball down the line, or I'm hoping the final whistle's going to go. There it is. Tottenham 2, West Ham 1. It's been two absolute beauties. Absolute beauties. Before we end this episode, I thought I'd see who else is in a Champions League quarter-final. There are some mouth-watering ties. Dortmund v Atletico Madrid is going to be great. Liverpool v Monaco. Monaco knocked us out last year, of course. And then the other big one, Manchester United taking on PSG over 2 legs. So it's going to be crazy. If we do manage to somehow get through on aggregate against Real Madrid, we're going to have a very, very tough opponent either way in the semi-finals. Just looking at some of the other competitions. I'll try and get back to the Premier League. There we go. We've opened up an 11-point gap now. 7 games remaining. It's going to happen. We're odds-on favourites. We are going to win the league again. I'm very confident of it. Down at the bottom, poor old Norwich, well out of reach. The other 2 teams, Burnley and West Brom, could save themselves. West Brom, you know, within touching distance of Sunderland and Newcastle. And West Ham, who we've just beat, are kind of 9 points adrift, so they're pretty much safe. But like I said, this will be the last season, guys. So new career mode, new series will be coming soon. Whatever that may be, we'll start to do a vote in the next few weeks or so. So get everybody involved. Tell your friends to subscribe. Drop a like if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time.